The human mind is the most powerful tool ever created. Every achievement in history, every invention, every empire, every breakthrough began as a single thought. Yet most people go through life without ever learning how to properly train their minds. They allow distractions, fear, doubt, and negative habits to control their thinking. Training your mind is not a luxury. It is a necessity if you want to succeed in today's fast-paced, competitive world. Training your mind means developing control over your thoughts, emotions, focus, and reactions. Just like the body grows stronger through physical exercise, the mind becomes sharper and more resilient through mental discipline. When you train your mind, you gain clarity, confidence, patience, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. You stop reacting emotionally and start responding intelligently. This single skill can transform every area of your life career, relationships, health, and personal growth. In a world filled with constant noise, social media distractions, and endless comparisons, an untrained mind becomes weak and restless. People feel overwhelmed, anxious, and mentally exhausted. They jump from one thought to another without direction. Training your mind helps you break free from this chaos. It allows you to focus on what truly matters and ignore what doesn't. One of the first steps in training your mind is awareness. You must become aware of your thoughts. Most people are not conscious of what they think throughout the day. Negative self-talk, fear-based thinking, and limiting beliefs run silently in the background. When you become aware of these thoughts, you gain the power to change them. Awareness is the foundation of mental strength. Your mind believes what you repeatedly tell it. If you constantly say, "I can't," "I'm not good enough," or "this is too hard," your mind accepts these statements as facts. On the other hand, when you consciously replace negative thoughts with empowering ones, your mindset begins to shift. Training your mind means choosing thoughts that serve you instead of sabotage you. Discipline plays a major role in mental training. Motivation is temporary, but discipline creates consistency. When you train your mind, you learn to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. You stop relying on emotions and start relying on commitment. This ability separates successful people from average ones. Focus is another critical element of a trained mind. In the digital age, attention has become one of the most valuable currencies. Notifications, messages, and endless content compete for your focus every second. A trained mind can concentrate deeply on a single task without distraction. Deep focus increases productivity, creativity, and quality of work. When you train your mind to focus, you get more done in less time. Mental resilience is the ability to stay strong during challenges, failures, and setbacks. Life will always test you. Problems, criticism, and unexpected obstacles are unavoidable. A trained mind does not break under pressure. Instead, it adapts, learns, and grows stronger. Mental resilience allows you to see failure as feedback and setbacks as lessons. Another important aspect of training your mind is emotional control. Emotions are powerful, but they should not control your decisions. When emotions dictate your actions, you become impulsive and reactive. A trained mind observes emotions without being overwhelmed by them. You feel anger, fear, or sadness, but you don't let them define your behavior. Emotional intelligence is a key component of mental mastery. Visualization is a powerful mental training technique used by top athletes, entrepreneurs, and performers. When you visualize success, your mind begins to believe it is possible. Visualization programs your subconscious mind and increases confidence. By regularly visualizing your goals, you align your thoughts and actions toward achieving them. Habits shape the mind more than motivation ever will. Training your mind requires building strong mental habits such as reading, reflection, learning, and self-discipline. Small daily habits compound over time and create massive results. What you consistently think, read, and focus on determines the quality of your mind. Another essential principle of training your mind is controlling your environment. Your surroundings influence your thoughts more than you realize. Negative people, toxic content, and constant negativity weaken your mindset. When you intentionally create a positive and growth-oriented environment, your mind naturally becomes stronger. Patience is a sign of a trained mind. In a world that demands instant results, patience is rare. Mental training teaches you to trust the process. Real growth takes time. Whether it's building a business, mastering a skill, or improving yourself, patience keeps you consistent when results are slow. Self-belief is the foundation of all success. If you don't believe in yourself, no strategy will work. Training your mind means strengthening self-belief through action. Every small win builds confidence. Every challenge overcome proves your capability. Confidence is not arrogance. It is trust in your ability to learn and adapt. Mindfulness is another powerful mental training tool. Being present in the moment reduces stress and increases clarity. When your mind constantly lives in the past or future, it becomes anxious and unfocused. Mindfulness brings your attention back to the present, where real action happens. Reading and learning are essential for mental growth. A trained mind is always learning. Knowledge expands perspective and sharpens thinking. When you read books, listen to educational content, and seek wisdom, your mind evolves. Learning keeps your thinking flexible and open. Training your mind also means learning how to rest. Rest is not weakness. It is recovery. Mental fatigue leads to poor decisions and burnout. A trained mind understands the importance of balance. Work hard, but also recharge. Quality rest improves focus, creativity, and emotional stability. Consistency is the secret weapon of mental training. You don't train your mind once and expect permanent results. Just like physical fitness, mental fitness requires regular practice. Daily effort, even when small, leads to long-term transformation. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles to mental growth. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of uncertainty. A trained mind does not eliminate fear but learns to move forward despite it. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action in the presence of fear. Your internal dialogue shapes your reality. Speak to yourself like a coach, not a critic. Encourage yourself during difficult moments. When you train your mind to be supportive rather than destructive, progress becomes easier and more sustainable. Gratitude is a powerful mindset shift. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your mind becomes calmer and more positive. Gratitude trains your mind to see opportunities instead of obstacles. Goals give direction to the mind. Without clear goals, the mind wanders. Training your mind means setting clear, meaningful goals and revisiting them regularly. Goals keep you focused and motivated. The journey of training your mind is lifelong. There is no final destination. Each level of growth reveals a new challenge and a new opportunity. The stronger your mind becomes, the more control you gain over your life. In conclusion, training your mind is the most valuable investment you can make. Physical strength fades, money comes and goes, but a strong mind stays with you forever. When you train your mind, you train your future. You gain the power to create, adapt, and overcome. Your mind can be your greatest enemy or your strongest ally. The choice is yours. Start today, stay consistent, and watch your life transform.